call me when in his feelings, trying to get me to feel bad about me being me.
He
That don't make
always
no
on
goddamn
one.
sense.
You can't tell this nigga nothing. You already know that mouth when we try to talk about
Why would I let a nigga tell
Wayne.
me how I think? That shit don't make that shit ain't never made no fucking sense. You gonna tell me
What you
about my
got?
opinion?
What you got again? An Arnold Palmer? Got that Arnold
Arnold
Palmer?
Palmer.
Arnold Palmer. Oh, the drink.
Yeah.
That's first of all, Malcolm. I don't like you or Derek right now, so we got to stay. Cause just by association, I'm by myself right now, so I'm with all this shit. I try not to act ignorant. I'm trying to stop cursing as much. I be in peace, and I told this nigga stop triggering me. Every day, this nigga want to be a fucking tyrant, but you know what? You want a nigga here today. So
You set it off today. Let's get it. Man.
I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling. I don't know. If I get triggered, I get triggered. I don't know. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm leaving it at that.
All right. Well, before we get started, let's shout out our sponsor. Think you have a great sports take? Unleashed is the place to turn your opinions into professional content and get paid for it. With Unleashed AI-powered media studio, you can quickly create studio quality videos, podcasts, and social clips for YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Then with one click, join sponsored campaigns, integrate the brand directly into your content, and earn money based on how your take performs. Your voice, your opinion, your opportunity to get paid. Visit unleash.ai and start creating today. All right, let's get into it. So what's up first on the docket, boss?
Who are you talking to? You're not talking to me.
What's first on
I'm
the
the boss man.
boss?
I'm the boss man now.
You the boss. So what's up, boss?
You over here firing niggas. You over here firing niggas, telling me I can't even be on the podcast no more. They could treat me like Ryan Clark and Cam Newton.
Hold on. What's going on?
They could treat me
here,
like
man?
Ryan Clark and Cam Newton. I had an opinion.
I'm about to fire Kadeem on camera. Like Ryan.
I had an opinion. I had an opinion. Niggas can't. I thought this was free speech. Niggas, human beings are getting sensitive. Let me make sure he don't boot me out the podcast right now. People are getting sensitive, and I'm not allowed to speak in a certain context. And he's exercising his power, right? Could you believe he tried to kick me out the podcast yesterday? Well, I'm telling you,
man, come on, bro. It need to be the three of us, man. So we ain't doing that.
You believe that, Malk, or nah?
I don't believe it. We need the concept, bro.
Next time I'm the host, I'm gonna put the receipts up. The receipts up.
Malk, you know me.
Nah, you know me. Don't.
I'm not a
What's his middle name, Malcolm? What's his middle name?
Shit.
Fucking point. That nigga don't know you, dog. Get out of here.
All right, so this is a good segue. Let's start with Ryan Clark then, because that was crazy. Boy got fired on camera.
That was wild. That's wild as hell.
He been having static with ESPN for a minute, but literally they started rolling out other people too. Cam got the boot too, and
Cam got the boot.
They've been trying to control people for a while, but I think like it's essential, especially the name of his platform, like the pivot. He showed the foresight to see what was coming, right?
So they're both good. Like they're both good without ESPN. What you're saying, basically, like Ryan Clark.
They're both good without ESPN, but I mean, it's not even beyond that, because if we really want to talk about it, what ESPN has effectively done, because they've thrown so much money at specific people, right? Like let's take an example of Pat McAfee. The nigga left the NFL, right? The same people who's he's carrying a platform. They had a whole segment for weeks bashing Pat McAfee on how he's losing it, how he's making the biggest mistake of his life, and he betting on himself, right? So going against the typical engine, right? You got a Ryan Clark, you got a Cam Newton, you got a Shannon Sharp, right? Imagine if they didn't have the exercise, the platforms that they did, they'd be just thrown away, right? It's something that we consistently see within sports, within ownership versus player, right? Or whatever the entity. Imagine if these niggas in general just said, we ain't fucking with you, right? ESPN would very well crash. Like that whole Walt Disney entertainment system they got in play wouldn't make sense. And they constantly are not valuing the people who build their platform, right? Ryan Clark is arguably the best analyst for the NFL, period, right? But then they pour money, then they throw that money into a Troy Aikman, all these other people, right? And then once you build their platform, the nigga won 2 fucking Emmys already, right? Just from ESPN alone. So it's unfortunate what happened and how they did it, right? But had he went on air, and when he has his own opinion, like it's unprofessional, but the way they do things consistently, it just don't be sitting right with me, and it's something that ESPN need to get better at.
Yeah, I mean, I really rock with the way Ryan Clark was getting up there doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing is, all right, cool, you can do what you can to replace him, but Ryan Clark was definitely one of those ones that was up there that I tune in to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Same.
whoever they replace him with, good luck with that. But I'm moving on to wherever Ryan Clark is going too, man. Forget all
So I
that.
mean, they positioned it as Kadeem mentioned, widespread layoffs.
Right.
But what it really seems like is they're making money to pay McAfee his $60 million extension.
They were only paying Ryan Clark $2 million a year. They could afford that.
Yeah. And here's the thing too, right? So ESPN is very different now because before, think about even 5 years ago, 10 years ago, matter of fact, 10 years ago, ESPN was always on the TV, always on my TV, because that was the place to get the highlights. Now,
Yeah.
and that was what was so good about ESPN. You go on to ESPN to get the highlight. Now the highlights is everywhere. They on TikTok, Instagram, they everywhere. You know, so ESPN
You
is
don't even need Sports Center
Yeah.
anymore.
you don't need it.
That goes into what I was saying. Is like, if the players or creator really just exercise their power, just same thing. If everybody just said we good on you and just started going off their platform, ESPN is done instantly, right? I don't know how powerful Disney's powerful, but that whole worldwide sports complex, it ain't gonna survive because people are barely watching it at the same clip they used to, right? I go to YouTube for
The
everything.
only way they'll get by is if they buy out everybody else. That's it.
Yeah, so that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about the UFC in general too, right?
Come on now. Don't do the UFC like that.
About
Now.
an aspiring UFC, MMA.
UFC's a monopoly, man.
Let me ask you a question. I'm a little bit more of an advanced casual UFC fan,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
You was probably super tuned into the fight. I didn't know that UFC OKC was even happening, and I didn't even know if Kamara, who was one of my biggest favorite fighters, was even on the card. You could tell me more about it, right? I tuned in on YouTube,
Yeah.
right? Speaking of the UFC fight, you want to dial in on that?
Yeah, that was definitely. You know, I'll say this, right? You definitely need to be tuned in to know what's going on. But if you're getting a fight like Kamaru Usman versus Dricus du Plessis, this is a pretty big deal. Now, I mean, I would say that UFC probably fell short if we're talking about promoting it. Now, I mean, especially now that they got rid of the whole pay-per-view aspect of things, and now everything is on Paramount Plus. You're paying $15 a month to watch fights every week. This is something they should really jump on to really get the promotion out there. You got somebody with the likes of Kamaru Usman. You know, he's going to be a legend. Definitely hit a Hall of Fame for the welterweight division. Took a step up to fight the former middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis just to see what he could do at 185. Overall, I'm gonna say, like, me personally, I'm a Kamaru Usman fan. He didn't look proper in this fight. I'll say his chin was holding up, but my boy was eating head kicks and he was dancing bachata a lot.
I think that you said, what's his name again? Buddy name?
Dricus du Plessis.
I think that his team did a good job at the onslaught and the barrage of knees and kicks to Kamaru Usman, especially, you know, a younger version of Kamaru would have took him down easy, right? Super elite wrestler.
Easy.
And his striking combination is pretty solid, but it's well known that Kamaru himself, just being a warrior, I don't know how he walks for real, because, you know, even in between fights he could barely move. Kamaru's knees is shot. His legs are completely finished.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's sad to see him go out the way he's gone out, but that's just more credit to Buddy team, right? They had a good game plan and they stuck to it.
Yeah.
But I don't know why Buddy keep getting in the ring.
It seems like, go ahead, Mal.
Kamaru's just chasing greatness, you know. He's definitely stamped in UFC, and what he was really looking to do was being a 2-division champ. So if you beat the former champ, you know, they might catapult him to go ahead and get the next title shot, right?
Who got the belt at 185?
His name is stature, and honestly speaking, he doesn't have that much time left in UFC. I think he's 39, so he's really up there. And MMA is definitely a young man's sport. But overall, just watching that performance, I just don't see him being able to get another chip. So, you know, maybe he'll do one more retirement fight and be done with it after that.
I got two questions.
Yeah.
First question is, you mentioned the lack of promotion for UFC OKC.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a direct result of the Conor McGregor disappointment fight, and maybe they're kind of like, let's dial back a little bit. Let's not like push this in front of everybody. Let's kind of recoup, regroup, and then maybe in a couple fights we'll kind of go full on for promotion. Or do you think that might have played a role in this?
I wouldn't say so exactly, because if they were really smart about it, this was almost like a legacy fight, right?
Correct.
Watching it though, it did feel a little one sided, but if we're talking about the names in the marquee, this is a legacy fight. This is, one of the greats, Kamaru Usman versus Dricus du Plessis, former champion, and he just lost to Hamzat Chimaev, and he beat the current champion, Sean Strickland, twice. And Kamaru Usman also has a win over Sean Strickland early in his career. So this was more of like a title contender fight that you really should have gotten out there. And I don't know where UFC might have fell short, because that was something I knew about, because I watched the damn thing every week.
You're tapped in.
This is something I had to let you guys know
I didn't
about.
know what was going on. Like Kadeem said,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
We got to see commercials. We got to see promos. You got to see all. Like, these are two guys that are definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame in UFC. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are two very important people to what they got going on, especially on their pound for pound list. So you would think that they would try to get any kind of promotion on this. I see more promotion on no names for top ranked boxing than I did see for this joint right here. So
yeah,
I say when it comes down to the promo, Dana White and all those guys, they really got to get on getting those promos out there. I think they're too comfortable with having it sell itself to the fans that are there every week, but now you got Dana White promoting Zuffa boxing every week, and everywhere he goes, he's talking about Zuffa, 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 Zuffa. It's like, dude, I understand, this is brand new, and you're signing all the big names that are free agents in boxing, but you still got this baby that you got to take care of too.
yeah, and that's
I
how
think it's just the powerhouse of UFC, just being a
that,
monopoly of MMA, where he probably just feels comfortable.
you get comfortable and Yeah, it's like you get complacent, and then you think that it's gonna drive itself, and then over time, the product itself just starts to deteriorate. We see it in a lot of different sectors. My next question is this: Kadeem said it felt like Usman just really wasn't himself in that fight, and it feels like this is an issue in all sports, where like greats who are kind of aging don't know when to kind of just bow out. They're chasing more greatness, but maybe an earlier retirement, should be considered, right? Like we've seen fighters go out bad. Like we've seen Silva go out bad. You know what I mean? Like
bad.
one of the greatest fighters all time went out sad. Israel going out sad right now. He's kind of young, but he's going out sad right now.
Is he washed too?
You know what I mean? He going out sad. Like all these great fighters, they go out sad. So what is it? Do they just Conor McGregor look like he's going out sad right now? Like, what is it? Are they?
I'm gonna keep it a bean, right? So my opinion, you could look at it as like a Jamarcus Russell situation, right? When he was under the infrastructure at LSU, or even like a Vince Young, when you have it's literally the school's agenda and the popularity, money that is driven to the engine based off of these players, right? When you're in the UFC, everything is predicated on you, right? The next when you're the champion, they invest everything into you, right? You have access to the facility, they put in every resource into you, but then also, you got to go to all these different engagements. Now you, instead of training every day, you got to go to this photo shoot, you got to go to this commercial gig, you got to go to this, you got to do that, and it sacrifices from the training, especially like it's just American in general. You can't just go anywhere and find a gym, and if you go to a gym, it doesn't have all the equipment and stuff that is needed to be training, right? Nutrition wise, resource wise. So as you get older, as opposed to like you going to like you doing Muay Thai in like Taiwan or something else, like that's the biggest sport out there. You see what I'm saying? They don't. It's not set up for the fighter to be super successful. Like again, like Habib, that motherfucker don't live in the U.S. When they in Dagestan, that's all they do out there. You can't fuck around and slip up. But a lot of these people, they go to Vegas, they train. Like look at Francis Ngannou. Like you start living the glitz and the glamour life. Like a fighter's mentality to be a fighter, you gotta live and breathe and die that shit until you're not in, right. And I think it's the level of the comfort they have in it, but also they are super dangerous people. They are vicious, ferocious people. and with their ego. Like even going back to when Mike Tyson went to prison, that nigga said that was the most peaceful he ever been in his fucking life. He ain't nobody wanted nothing from him. He could just train all fucking day, and he got back to being himself. And that was the best version of Tyson since Custom Model. So I feel like UFC changes people's lives, but like you said, Dana is so distracted. There's not a heavy infrastructure built for you apart from in Vegas, right? 'Cause I know they got a crazy facility out there, but it's not everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I think you made a good point. I'm gonna let you close it off, Mal. But I think you made a good point in terms of if you don't stay consistent with fighting, you're gonna lose it. Like, and you get too wrapped up in the glamour and the fame and the comfort of life. You're not hungry no more. You're not
see what
trying.
happened to Ronda Rousey?
You don't. Yeah, she went out sad too, but
It went out real sad.
went out real sad. She went out real sad.
But you know what? To bring up your point about these guys going in there and you know they're on the tail end of their careers. I'll finish it with this. You got people like Kamal, former champion, Izzy, former champion. These guys were fighting 2 to 3 times a year in their primes, you know. But now they're taking 1 year layoffs, year and a half layoffs, and while they're taking that break, you got dudes coming up that are super dangerous, super young, super hungry, never been champ. Prime example, welterweight division. A lot of these guys coming up. You got Ian Gary. You got Carlos Prates. You even got JDM. He just lost the title, but these guys are super hungry and they're ready to go through anybody, you know. And I don't think Kamaru has it in him to do that. Izzy, his IQ just shot out the window. You know, he used to be a very smart fighter. Now he puts himself in situations where he's always getting finished every time he gets in there. We already know the deal with Connor. I think Connor's legs are just giving out on him. You know, he's just too
Yeah,
old.
he's hurt. He's hurt.
I say this. There hasn't been a true passing of the torch, especially for like English-based fighters. So like someone that like, cause you got your Alex Perez, Brazilian dude that speaks Spanish. You got Charles Oliveira, Brazilian dudes that speak Spanish. You know, Islam Makhachev. You know what I mean? He's under Khabib, but the dude he's barely out there. He's always training all the time. So there is no star power like Conor McGregor. You know what I'm saying? But
I'll say
still
this.
a lot of good fighters out there to tune in.
What about Max? What about my boy Max? And shout out to Max.
Shout out to Max.
He seems like one of the exceptions, right? Like he's been in it he's been fighting for like over a decade, right?
There's a very specific pattern. If you pay attention to it, all the great fighters that were like legit great fighters that didn't have that big drop off, they stay around. They're like fighting heads, right? Look at any sport, right? Floyd Mayweather, for all the bullshit you want, that nigga always in around boxing. Andre Ward, Timothy Bradley, right? These people are constant. They're announcers. Look at DC. He's announcing the game. He like people love the fight game, right? Habib literally said, "I'm not fighting no more because my father died." Like if I can't do that, my whole reason to fight is gone. He's not fighting just to fight. You know what I'm saying? John Jones, the same reason. The same way, all those other people that end up getting finished, and Max Holloway's another one. You see him consistently around the fight scene. Everybody else, they start making bread. You don't hear from these niggas until they fight again. You don't see them, right? So they don't love it the way they do. And whatever that initiative was, that they wanted to fight, they probably achieved it, right? Francis Ngannou, his true colors came out once he started to make that nigga wasn't the same person no more. This is who the fuck is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of it, just like you said, they don't love it. You got to be hungry. If you're not that same demon, you're not that same demon. Like I'm scared for you, Malcolm. To be honest with you, but your t-shirts is looking too clean, dog. You're not the same nigga. Like I need to see.
That boy be
I need to see some
demon.
Dirty Hands t-shirts because you're looking like you're changing already. Close to the fight. You're not the same person I saw last
I ain't
week.
even get in there yet. Nah,
You're not the same person I saw last week.
Yeah, man. I'm down like since last week. I think I'm down about like 6 pounds, man. So we still.
I got that heavy bag for you too. You see, you gotta come get that.
Yeah, we gotta come get that, man. But yo, let's move on. We don't want to take up too much time, man.
And Kadeem, I thought you was pulling up to the gym, but I guess that's another conversation.
Yo, we'll just postpone.
Swear to God.
Nah,
because I want to smoke anyway. This is even better because I really want to fight now. So I don't even care about that. We can talk about that later. What's next topic, man?
All right, let's move on to Brian real quick. Holding up the schedule,
he different.
holding up the league.
Right, I ain't never seen no shit like this in my days, nigga. I'm the biggest. I'm so proud of this nigga right now.
Cause you're the biggest hater troller. So you like what he's doing right now?
First of all, I'm not a Bron hater. I don't like dick riders. So I'm a
What are you trying
Derek
to say
hater.
right now?
Yeah, I just said it. I'm a Derek hater. I don't like dick riders. But this nigga got the league schedule held up for his decision. I'm not making the decisions. Y'all niggas, I'm not moving. Now just for asshole shit. If I could postpone the season because of me, I'm doing it.
This is why Kadeem does not do well with power, because you see it right there. Like, if he has any ounce of power, he's gonna exploit it. You just
You wanna
admitted
know
it.
why? You wanna know why? Because I understand how power works. Because you got to make an example of niggas, right? And you only exploit power towards bullies. The NBA and owners have been trying to bully players for years. And if I know that y'all don't have no face of y'all franchise, I'm the reason, a big part of the reason our capital has grown globally, right? I'm gonna exercise my fucking right, because when I'm gone, y'all gonna try to do the same shit. Look what's happening in Major League Baseball right now, because we got the power and we structure shit. You want to fuck up our contract so y'all can make more money, right?
So that's a good point. So basically, Brown is like, throw some respect on my name. Y'all
Throw
not
some
finna,
respect on the player's name,
y'all not
because
finna
we
hold
are the league.
CP3. Like, they hold CP3 out the league. They hold
Talk
Carmelo.
about it.
Like, that's
Talk
not
about
happening.
it.
I'm
Talk
still
about it.
that guy. You feel me?
Talk
I'm
about it.
the man.
Talk about it.
So I think he does. Y'all think he knows where he's going? You think he has that?
Yo, so what's going on with that Miami joint, man?
The leak.
They posted the leak, man. You
Yeah.
think he's really going there?
You know, the more I think about it,
I think so.
I think he should go to Miami. At first, I was a Cleveland person to go to Cleveland, but I think he should probably go to Miami. Honestly, I mean, the one thing they do lack is like a little bit more shooting. But in terms of just like, you still got Giannis. If he's healthy, he
Yeah,
can get a bucket whenever.
This is what I can say.
You got
Business
Bam.
wise, it make a lot of sense for him.
it
I'm gonna leave
does.
it
Yeah,
at
it's in
that.
Miami. You're in the top three. You're in the top three city.
But it's also turning into a super tech hub. You know how these niggas is, they're trying to get their paper in the right places, like getting your footprint established. It's already there, right?
Yeah, it's already
But
there.
I
They
think
already said that it costs more to live there than New York right now. That's it. They just beat us out.
that's cause the drug market up. It ain't really everything else. It costs more to party in Miami. Like, let's keep it a being with you.
Mm-hmm.
That
Like, you know,
nightlife, man.
I mean, yeah. So
but
I think Miami's the best fit for him. I mean, it makes the game a lot easier. You know what I mean? Because you got the Twin Towers, right? So you don't got to worry about Wemby because you got Giannis. You know,
Yeah.
Jokic, you got Bam. You know what I mean? Like,
and,
you got
and
play.
it looked like it'd be a better situation around, because Pat Riley over here joking about Bam punching niggas in the face and shit, all type of
Word,
shit.
Oh
So I'm
yeah,
like, what the fuck going on, Pat Riley?
I'm
So
like,
like,
hold on.
yeah. So I'm just,
word.
it looked like might be Brian Alley, right? Like he look Pat becoming more and more of a player coach, you know. So
They just need
Whole thing.
another shooter. They need another shooter.
That's what I'm thinking too, because I truly don't see the depth within the team
Yeah,
itself. Um,
it's top
so they
heavy.
got to get some good role players too. At least start picking up on them after they announce Braun is there. If Braun lands there, you know what I'm saying. But because if I'm being honest, you bring in Braun, maybe he'll be switching up with who you want to say Giannis, because I don't even see Giannis playing a lot of minutes like that either. He's always getting injured every single year. So I think to have somebody come and rest him or give him that rest time would make sense. Even though I'm more than positive they'll all be starting with each other, right?
You know,
But
start.
they need somebody to relieve Giannis, man, because if I'm being real about it, once the trade happened, I still wasn't truly impressed. Just because again, there's no depth there. Who's gonna be on the reserve for Giannis when he needs to sit the bench? Is he gonna make it to the?
Bobby Portis is on the bench too, though. So let's not forget about Bobby Portis.
That
That's a
is
great
true.
bench player.
Yeah,
That's a great bench
that is
player.
true.
You know.
But we're talking about bigs.
that nigga lazy.
Nah, Bobby's legit. Nah, Bobby legit. Bobby legit, bro.
Bobby
He
got
averaged a
great.
double
Bobby
off the
got.
bench.
That nigga long way from his days at Baylor, dog.
But
That
it don't
nigga
matter
lazy.
yet. But he's still a double off the bench. Like, he's a double off the bench, and
Bobby
he can
got.
shoot three.
He's a good.
He's legit backup power forward
Yeah.
/ center. Any team would want Bobby Portis on their squad. All right. Let's move on. Real quick. I know dudes are busy today. All right, what y'all think about that top 10 list? That top 10 QB list? What y'all think?
I say, yo, put some respect on Lamar Jackson, man. I mean, I rock with Joe Burrow, but you gonna put him ahead of Lamar when Joe
Nah,
Burrow?
there's a go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say Joe Burrow's super injury prone, dog. Like he hasn't really been the same
He played for like
versus
3 seasons for real.
yeah. but he's like
There's a
runner
lot
up.
of disrespect on the list, but they're really saying like low key they put him there. QB in the league is Stafford, but even like the top 10 list, like niggas is disrespecting Jalen Hurts. Niggas is I think Dak Prescott too low
high,
on the list.
too low.
I think Dak Prescott top 3 quarterback in the league. I'm not gonna
I
bullshit
feel
you.
like winning at some degree has to count for something. I mean,
It ain't Dak, bro. It ain't Dak. Why they ain't winning? It's not him.
I
It's
mean,
not fucking him.
but he's not like
So let me ask you a question.
Like Patty Mahomes, like
So
willing.
let me ask you a question.
Win,
Justin Herbert's ahead of Dak Prescott. That nigga ain't won it forever. He ain't never won nothing for real, for real.
Justin Herbert is 7th on the list.
Dak Prescott is what, 6 or 8?
He's 6th.
I'm looking at ESPN Sports Illustrated list. They got Drake May, fucking Drake May, 1 season, 2 seasons.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Caleb Williams is better than fucking.
Caleb Williams is top 5.
Yeah, Caleb.
What
Williams
he did with Chicago last year, y'all got me fucked up.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry.
I want to say arguably be number 2 quarterback in the league because people forget that was his second year with the Bears.
Mm-hmm. That was his second year with the Bears.
What was the Bears before Caleb Williams got there? What were the Bears before he got there?
There was a shit team.
Them throws he was making out, and I'm be honest with you, I tried to hate Caleb Williams. He had to say I had LeBron James energy for that nigga, but that nigga, he everything they said he was.
I ain't gonna lie.
Caleb Williams, I'm jumping out the roof. Caleb Williams, the best quarterback I seen in my life. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Last season, I was tuned in on these Bears games, man, because
Caleb Williams is the best quarterback Kadeem has seen.
Caleb was moving like Jalen Brunson, man. Fourth quarter,
listen, the shit he was doing in that postseason, dropping those dimes on the run, like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, dog.
Nigga, stop playing with him.
Off the eye test, you got what?
Caleb off the eye test, Caleb was the best quarterback I've seen in my life.
So off the eye test, you got him from what he did in 1 season. You got him over Pat.
I don't know since Oklahoma. I've been fighting like this nigga been him, and I finally conceded like this nigga's.
So you got him over Patrick Mahomes. What you're saying?
Talking about
them throws he be making. Patty Mahomes ain't making them fucking throws, dog.
And we talking legacy, man.
I don't know, bro.
Patty Mahomes, all his great throws have came to Hall of Fame players. Caleb Williams was making them throws to regular niggas. Let's put clarity on that.
Yeah. Respect to Josh Allen and all that, man, but
he nice.
Dude can't even win.
Baker Mayfield too high on the list too.
He's way too high. He doesn't belong to be. He doesn't belong in
Baker Mayfield, Justin Herbert, Drake May, niggas is bugging. I think Trevor Lawrence, he got to get off the list too. I like Buddy from Carolina. I thought he had a good year this year.
What list are you looking at?
I'm looking at ESPN NFL preseason quarterback rankings.
2026.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got Josh Allen first, then Patty.
They got Patty. On this list, they got Patty.
Then Matthew Stafford, third.
Yep.
Joe Burrow, Lamar.
They got Lamar at number 4. They got Joe Burrow at number 5.
You're looking at last year's list.
No, this is July 13th. Execs and coaches scouting ranking for school. This is ESPN.
I'm looking at the same exact list. I don't know what you're looking at right now.
Okay.
I'm looking at the same exact list. But what about Matthew Stafford? I mean, he had the MVP campaign last year.
Matthew Stafford is
he's kind of underrated. He's kind of underrated, bro. Like he's an all-time great quarterback.
Yeah, but who underrates Matthew Stafford?
I'm saying, like, did you disagree with him being on the number 3 on this list?
I don't.
I think he's
had a pretty good season last year.
I think for where he's at in his age, he has a lot of help and a good defense. He's always been a perennial powerhouse offensive player, right? Yeah. Throws the shit out of the ball, throws for a bunch of yards.
I mean, he's always had what's his name for most of his career, Megatron, right? So
yeah, but he always had a good receiver. It's not even about the receiver. He's him regardless. He was doing that shit at Georgia. Like Matt Stafford has a big Hall of Fame player. Is he underrated? No, I think that I think Patrick Mahomes is better than Matthew Stafford.
Yes.
I think that Matthew Stafford is always going to be competitive, but Matthew Stafford is also, I don't know, I think he's good at blowing you out early and taking advantage of you early. I think Patrick Mahomes' heroics has something to say for it, right? That's why I made Tom Brady such a clutch player, like those being able to come back and and quarterback your team at a different level. I don't believe Matthew Stafford possesses that ability to make those huge comebacks. So the quarterback position is also being the leader of men. So that's why I'm gonna put Mahomes over him. But
That's why Mahomes is over.
Where's Sam Darnold on this list?
He's not.
Yeah, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be on the list.
He's not on this
Shouldn't
list.
be on the list. You think
Nope.
he shouldn't be on the list?
Nah,
No.
he's not on the list.
Fuck no.
Oh,
Fuck
Justin
no.
Herbert. You get Justin Herbert.
He should be over. Yeah, Justin Herbert can go. I think Kyler Murray at the end of the season will be top 10.
He balled out in Minnesota, came over to Seattle, and won the chip.
That motherfucker.
If I'm being honest, dude revamped his whole career from the Jets, dog.
I'm not gonna lie, because of that logic, because Jalen Brunson won a championship last year, they're talking about him as the best player in the NBA right now, right? Because he led his team to a championship. So by that same logic, Darnold should at least be on this top 10 list from last year.
Right. And it's not like he came off of like, like a what if season and then he just blew up. Nah. In Minnesota, he was balling the fuck out. As a backup QB.
I think y'all tripping.
Come on now, yo, Kadeem. Come on, brother. My boy he was balling out, man.
They got arguably the best wide receiver in the league.
JSN, man.
JSN. So without JSN, that Sam Darnold ain't shit. I don't care what you tell me, because JSN is arguably the best receiver in football.
Well, he had a great year last year. He had like 1,800 yards. He's number 3 on the list.
He been cooking for a minute.
Yeah, but I'm still taking Jefferson.
Taking who?
I'm taking Jefferson.
Nigga, Jefferson ain't even the number one. You not taking Jamar Chase is better than Justin Jefferson.
I don't know. I mean, Chase is open field, like he's different. Chase is definitely different, but I like Justin.
What does Justin Jefferson do better than Jamar Chase? Can I tell you what he doesn't do?
50
Justin Jefferson ain't getting no type of yak yards. 50-50 balls over Jamar Chase?
Yeah.
You bugging.
Yeah, I think
You're
so.
You're bugging.
All right.
You're bugging. Justin Jefferson, he gets open. He's a great route runner. 50-50 balls, that nigga ain't. Get the fuck out. He's tripping. I got Puka over Justin Jefferson.
Nah.
I got Puka over Justin Jefferson too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
What he been doing for the last? Come on.
I mean, he's consistent.
I swap Puka and Justin, bro.
So you drop Justin to 4.
I'll drop him to 4.
Maybe.
I'll drop him to 4.
You tripping. I don't know what you was watching. I got Puka.
Nico Collins,
I think Amon-Ra St. Brown should be higher too. That nigga different. Stupid. I got him over Justin Jefferson.
I don't know. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like
Amon-Ra St. Brown over Justin Jefferson.
I think
you be running with the points. You be running with.
Let me ask you a question. Right? Realistically, Justin Jefferson is going to make the big catch. Understood?
Yeah.
He's never going to extend the play. Understood? So if you're defending for a guy like Justin Jefferson and you backing the safeties up and the safeties are sitting high, what's going to happen, and especially in crunch moments? He's not going to be able to do this shit. Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua, JSN, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and what's Buddy?
CD.
What's Buddy?
CD.
No, opposite of CD though. Pickens. Pickens is CD is a little bit nicer. He can extend the catch, but George Pickens is a super yak guy, and he's a real 50-50 ball guy. Understand what I'm saying? Justin Jefferson, we was talking about 3 years ago, his first 2 seasons in the league, absolutely. Right now,
I feel like consistency matters, and you're naming guys who were unranked previous seasons on this list.
Who was unranked previously? Everybody on this list have been killing for a minute. Justin Jefferson just had the big name.
Last year, JSN was unranked. Last year,
this is JSN's second or first year in the league.
That's what I'm saying. Consistency.
What JSN?
What I'm saying, hold on.
Everybody will unanimously say that JSN is better. If you want to give him another year, if you want to say JSN, that's okay. If you want to say JSN need another year, I guarantee you next year JSN will be number 1 in the league. And I'm
not necessarily saying that's not the case. My whole thing is consistency matters.
When has Amon-Ra St. Brown not been consistent?
What I'm saying is this is your same argument with Caleb Williams, right? Like they did it for 1 year, and now you're already putting
Caleb Williams is killed for 2. Caleb Williams has played for 2 years, and he's changed the whole franchise around by himself.
Okay,
that's not my Caleb Williams argument.
So swap out.
So watch this. Let me ask you a question. Why is not the same argument for Patrick Mahomes when he did it his second year and started eating? Why is not the same argument? Why is not the same argument?
That he did what his second year?
You said he had consistency, right? When
Well,
he did
what
it
did he do
after his second year, he
what
was
did he do?
arguably named the number 1 QB in the league. He
But
only
what
did
did
it
he
for 2
do?
years. I
What did he
don't care
do?
what he did. Receiver's a different position than quarterback. No receivers won the Super Bowl by
But what
themselves.
did he do?
Besides JSN, if you want to talk about it,
You're talking about
JSN won
Patrick
the Super Bowl
Mahomes.
by himself.
You're talking about Patrick Mahomes. What did he do? He's win Super Bowls.
He won it, but his second year in the league, he did that. What are we talking about?
Exactly. So what are you saying?
So you with that argument, you saying that Drake May would have been the best quarterback in the league this year? Because he would have been the second year he won a Super Bowl. Is that what are we talking about?
Drake May
No
is
one
not
would
had
say
that
that.
cookie
No
cut
one would say
ass
that.
chest, man.
No one would say that. So stop it. Stop
Drake
the
May
fucking shit.
obviously is not better than
Who?
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, but if he won the Super Bowl in his second year, by your logic, what you're saying, consistency matters, right?
No, see, you're
Or does consistency matter or does consistency not matter?
Matters, and what you're doing is you're taking away.
So let me ask you a question.
You're making hypotheticals right now.
Look, Amara,
you're making hypotheticals.
What hypothetical am I making?
You just said if Drake May won a Super Bowl. You're making
no. So I'm saying, would you have said he's the best quarterback in the league? Because he went to the Super Bowl.
No, I would not have said he's the best quarterback in the league.
But you just told me. Hold on. But you just told me.
I said consistency and time.
No. Because your Patrick Mahomes argument, they deemed him the best quarterback in the league after his second year when he won the Super Bowl, right? And you were saying, what did he do? Because you were saying because he won a Super Bowl. So I'm saying with that logic, if Drake May had won the Super Bowl, would you have called him the best quarterback in the league?
But he's clearly not the best Super Bowl.
And Justin Jefferson is clearly not better than Amon-Ra St. Brown or JSN. This is the truth.
We're talking about the rankings. So I'm
telling you, Amon-Ra St. Brown needs to be ranked higher than Justin Jefferson. And Puka needs to be ranked higher. And Puka has been what he's done since he's been in the league. It's not even close. It's not even close to what Justin Jefferson has been doing.
I like Puka.
And Puka has won
probably even put Puka number 2.
And Puka has won championships. And low key, CD. If CD had won, CD would probably be number 1 receiver on this list if he won a Super Bowl. And that's the only thing stopping him is him being a Cowboy. But
This
CD
is what I'm talking about. But now you're back and forth. Now
you watch CD Lamb play.
What I'm saying is now you're using the logic that you just argued with me.
No.
To support your point.
I'm saying that CD.
You be all over the place.
What I'm saying is that Amon-Ra St. Brown, Puka Nacua, and CD Lamb could arguably be in that top 3 conversation. And replace Justin Jefferson. They easily could be over Justin Jefferson.
I'm not arguing that.
So what are you arguing?
You're all over. Your defense.
No. What I'm saying is, what I'm arguing is that Justin Jefferson is not the number 2 receiver in the league. And every of those players is better than Justin Jefferson at this current state, and they have been last season also.
You know
Justin
what,
Jefferson
fellas?
is living off his first 2 years.
We still got a whole lot of we still got a whole lot of football to wait on, bro. So you know what? Let's just wrap this up.
Justin Jefferson ain't the same receiver no more.
Shout out to Spain for winning the World Cup. I don't know if you guys tuned in.
They did everything they power to make Argentina win.
They dominated Argentina the whole game. Argentina looked slow. They wasn't fast enough. They didn't have enough energy. Right? Yep. Like they barely got any shots on. I don't think they got 1 shot on goal the entire regulation time.
I want to get back to this list. Yeah,
we'll get back to it next time, bro. Like the list's not going nowhere, bro.
Hold on. Before we continue, hold on. Let's check your phones real quick. We'll do a proper outro.
We're going to have to pick up on this next week, all right? We're going to have to pick up on this next week, all right? Whatever, man. Like I said, shout out Bron, all right? Shout out Spain. They looked great, right? They deserved it. Dominated the whole tournament. Argentina was kind of just, playing for penalty kicks, and they just couldn't get there, right? Messi wanted another one. He ain't get it. Whatever. Malk, I guess that's it, right, baby? That's it for today?
My guys. It's always a pleasure, as always, man. This is always
Michael, we're gonna have to get Derek voted off the podcast. He be playing, boy. I'm telling you. Derek's a hater, dog. I don't understand.
Number 1, baby. All right.
That's it. All right, fellas. I'll catch y'all next time, man. Next week, we on it.
Peace.
I'll at y'all.